Well, hello everyone. I am the Lord of the Zombies speaking. That's right. It's Happy Thanksgiving. And before I say anything else, please be sure to give this video a like and comment and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way you won't miss a single video that comes onto our 6th channel. And I just want to say, as myself, as the Lord of the Zombies speaking, that I just want to give you guys a bit of a celebration and, of course, of a holiday. Is Happy Thanksgiving. And also, what am I thankful for? Well, what am I really am thankful for by any chance on this 6th channel is that, well, pretty much for me, I was actually just enjoying myself for Thanksgiving. Like, for example, let's just say for me, apparently, I was just chilling around and just doing the usual as usual. Just like, just constantly make few videos as I probably did and can exactly just to have some videos up apparently. And also I did figure out what the zombies game is going to be on tomorrow is on Friday, which apparently I hope that the Bears can probably win, or should I say the zombies' favorite team, which is Dr. Zomboss and Head Zombies team, the Bears. Which I hope to say this for anybody is I hope that anybody out there is going to cheer on for the Bears, which apparently, hopefully for Zomboss and Head Zombie apparently, they're hopefully going to figure out how they're going to cheer on for the Bears to beat the Eagles out of the way, which I think that could probably be a good possibility, which that could probably be a bit of a good possibility, but, who knows apparently. Like, who really knows what really happens for that, so hopefully that's going to probably be until it's going to be seen or something like that, which is a very good, very interesting question that I probably would love to hear myself every day. It just says like, oh, how are the Bears going to win against the Philadelphia Eagles? Or like the Philly Eagles or something. Pretty much. So hopefully that's going to be an interesting question, and that's going to be a very, very impossible question. How the Chicago Bears are going to probably beat them, which that's going to be a good question. And I'll admit that's going to be a good question for Zombos or Head Zombie to answer that question. But hopefully we're going to find out and see what happens on Friday. And I highly doubt that the Bears can probably just overthrow them again, which we're going to see where this goes. But if not, that's fine, which that probably would suck for them anyway, which I'd say is like, ah, dang it. Which I probably would still root for Zomboss and all, but hopefully we're going to find out and see if that will still be again towards likely to be necessarily, but that will be an interesting, good question. And of course, which stadium are they heading to? I think they're heading to is the Eagles Stadium, probably that. So that's all I wanted to be thankful for, and just say is that, well, hope that Zomboss and Head Zombies team, and of course the Zombies' favorites, the Bears, would probably make it to the Super Bowl. But if not, that's fine anyway, which they at least tried their more likely their best to get up there. But hopefully for sure, that's going to be a very interesting, good question. So that's pretty much all I have to say, as in for right now. And of course, what I also want to be thankful for is that, well, I was just like spending a bit of my time and just like, watching movies like usual and usual. Because I mean, for me, I know I'm not probably be able to release like the season and all, which I'm still resuming to continue with the season that will still be is pretty much Plants vs. Zombies plus season 2, which I'm still, like I said again, it's going to be a bit of a hard time for that. However, it's going to be released at some point, which, yeah, like I said, I'm just going to keep on holding it in until I actually release the green card. Which also for those, like I said, I probably can't release the green card yet because for me, I'm just borrowing my time as I can. I still can do their voices, but for me, it's going to be a little bit consistent and a little bit more harder way just to do the voices and all, which without their plush characters and all, which still kind of actually remains to suck. So that's just all I have to say, which actually it does suck because it really does. But however, and I mean however, if season 2 does like get a green card for me exactly apparently if I actually do have a green card for having season 2 to still be renewed and still actually be continuing on further with the remaining other episodes that were remain to be seen, that's when I might at least hold the green card and just call it out exactly and just say is like season 2 is going to come right back. And of course, I might have another video scene I might be doing a little bit and just say like, oh, I'm gonna save it for some time whenever there's gonna be a video. By seeing two versions of me, by the way, that you might see a little bit later and soon, is by saying is like, oh, one person's gonna probably just be like staring at the window, like, just imagine that there'll be two versions of myself, a little bit of me and me. Like, however, it's gonna probably be a bit crazy and be a bit nuts, but that's all I can say too. Which I probably will do something a bit special just because for that exactly, and for more. And what I also want to be pointing out too, by the way, that I'm still going to say again, is that, well, for me, by the way, I have to say that I probably am doing like some bit of reaction videos just on the sixth channel, just because I just want to do something a bit interesting. Doesn't mean I might have to do something a bit not boring or a little bit. Which, if something comes to my mind or have something a bit interesting, that's all I want to point out, by the way. And yes, of course, that the Zombies' favorite team, the Bears, are taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, which that's going to be nuts. And I'll guarantee for most of anybody, if the Zombies' favorite team, the Bears, could actually beat the Eagles, that would be interesting. And that actually would be pretty funny. And also, yeah, it would be pretty funny if they did that. But unfortunately, we're going to find out and see what happens on Friday and see where this goes. But hopefully, fingers crossed, and totally again, absolutely fingers crossed. So, yeah, fingers crossed, folks, and we just might find out and see and what happens. And oh yes, the Plants' team, their favorite team, the Dolphins, they're taking on the New England Saints, or pretty much just the Saints, which I'll admit, by the way, by any chance right now, that I'll admit that hopefully we're gonna find out and see if the Plants' favorite team, the Dolphins, could win against the Saints, which is going to be a wild, interesting guess. So we just might have to wait and see what comes out of the magic hat. Which apparently I'm just making it as a joke, but I don't know how that's going to involve how the plants are going to feel about that. But we're just going to see. We just might see if that will be necessary. But still, if not, that's a big wah wah wah. Yep, that'll be a big womp womp indeed. And I'm pretty much am surprised that the Zombies' favorite team, the Bears, are even freaking up. Like, they got 8 wins and 3 losses so far, which means they are literally at the North Division so far, which is nuts. Seriously, it's literally nuts. Like, I find it so interesting that they're literally on the number 1 spot against the Green Bay, which, of course, let me explain myself a little bit here, that I, again, am literally against the Green Bay Packers, and I just don't like the Green Bay Packers. Even if I'm a Seahawks or a Texans fan, I still, again, do not like Green Bay Packers. Because for me, I'm not going to say anything because I don't care about Green Bay Packers. Because, I mean, for me, they just, yeah, I just don't really like them. Because, I mean, Seahawks have already done better than them, so that's all I can say. And no, I am going to say this word once again, that I'll actually say the word and rephrase this again, is that for those who says like, oh, do you hate the word cheeseheads? The answer is no. I don't hate cheeseheads. I just don't like Green Bay Packers. That's it. Nothing to do with their cheese. Nothing to do with anything than cheese. I'm just saying is I just don't like the Packers. That's it. Nothing else than Packers. Just don't really like them. That's all I'm saying, and that's all I'm going to say right now. And oh, yes. As in for, however, if the Zombies' favorite team, the Bears, or should I say, just Bears, actually still make it to the playoffs, I actually would be pretty damned. And I would be damned for the first time ever to see how Zombos and Head Zombie would react right there, which that would be nuts. Like, seriously, how crazy and wild of a nuts is that? Or crazy way of win is that so far? Like, that is wild. That is so freaking wild that I'm actually surprised that they would even get this far enough. And oh yes, let me explain about the Plants' favorite team, the Dolphins. Well, I guess I should say the bad news for them. They got 4 wins and 7 losses, but wait. Don't count that out just yet. Like, here's an example. If, like I said, if the Zombies' favorite, or should I say, the Bears of the Chicago Bears ever, and I mean would ever, get 9 wins or however 9 wins or 4 losses, that's gonna be wild if they ever do like win or maybe lose against the Eagles, which I think they'll still count as if they win, they get a 9. But if they lose, they get a 4. And then let's go right back to the Plants' team, the Dolphins. Their favorite team, the Dolphins. If they win, they win a 5. But if they don't win, they lose an 8. So I guess in my only way of the only way to answer it is that I'm definitely going to count to say this, that the Bears are going to get a 9. They're going to get a 9, not a 4. They're going to get a 9. If they hopefully can, that's for how many of the instance we're going to find out for later. But prizes are prizes and special surprises are surprises. So you may never know what happens in that tunnel and comes out of that tunnel. So we're going to find out and see. And I highly doubt that Zamos will have the most happiest news that he chose the team pretty consistent. Not going to lie. He chose it pretty consistent for choosing the Bears. That was a smart choice. I mean, if he would have picked another team that would have lost, that wouldn't be good news for them. Really, wouldn't be good news for Zombos. In Head Zombie, I guess. So, that being said, thank you guys again for enjoying this video, and I hope that you guys enjoy your Thanksgiving. And of course, this is just me talking about how I'm going to say the word Happy Thanksgiving because, it's just only going to be an early thing to say, since I probably would say, it's like, you know what, I'm going to say this for early anyway. It's Happy Thanksgiving. Hope that you guys enjoy Thanksgiving and Black Friday, and for much more further questions along the road and along the way, which I hope to be surprised and nearly surprised to see how Zamos is going to be proud to see if they win. Or should I say, the Bears would win. And also, what I also want to be thankful for is for everybody supporting this channel. I really do mean a lot to this channel, of the 6th channel. Even if it does mean that I'm not making videos as usual and very usual, it just means that I'm not like releasing like videos as often, like I said before. Like, on the info, as I did said, by the way, I pretty much don't like post many videos often. I only would post a bit less videos as often as I probably would make them. But, it still means that I will probably just like, continue on with the videos and just see what you guys still think, and for much more of any of them. That's all I want to say. And just, of course, just mention that along the road. So, like that being said, not the green card yet, because I have not still had gotten Season 2 renewed yet, which I will still renew Season 2 if, like I said, the plush versions will be back. And, of course, if I get a bigger space and bigger video ideas, that's when I'll actually get the green card. The very green card that I probably might be receiving. If that's what I need to do, then yes, that's when I might need a green card. And just finally get Season 2 still continued where everything has been left off, which I know it sucks, but bear with me. We will see what we can do, and just highly is a doubt that we can probably just wait for long as that we can. So anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed Thanksgiving, and thanks for enjoying this video, and I really do mean it again. Appreciate it. So with that being said, see you in the next video. And also, happy Thanksgiving, folks. Happy on Thanksgiving. See you in the next video. Signing right on out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, folks. Thank you again, and we'll see you on next time for the very absolutely in the next video. Signing on out.